Anthony Joshua got knocked out over the weekend by Daniel Dubois. It was a one-sided performance. The only real shining light for Anthony Joshua was that one good shot he landed in the fifth round, the round he was knocked out in. And he pretty much threw all caution to the wind and rushed in on Daniel Dubois, overly confident, as though the first four rounds where he was getting beaten pillar to post didn't happen. You know, he completely rushed in, hands down. He had his hands down pretty much the whole fight. He rushes in, throwing the same right hand, big looping right hands, and then he leads with an uppercut. You know, he was just begging for Daniel Dubois to counter him, and he did. He did, and he face planted, and that was the end of that. And Anthony Joshua, you know, has a road ahead of him on how to get back to the top. I don't know if he can get back to the top. There's a few people at the top that, you know, have proven able to beat him. You know, this is why you make the fights when they could happen. The fact that we've never seen Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury is just a true shame. And it's going to be just another fight that boxing fans have missed out on because of the greed of these promoters, and you could maybe even argue fighters. I mean, listen, could we still get a Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua fight, right? Yeah, sure we could. Maybe Tyson Fury goes in there against Usyk, and Usyk is just as confident as he's ever been, even more confident because he already has a win over Tyson Fury, and he goes in there and maybe he stops Tyson Fury, or maybe he just wins on cards again. That would make him 2-0 against Tyson, and now Tyson's back at the drawing board. So maybe in that case, we could see an Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight. But you know what, man? It lost some of the luster, some of the shine, some of its magic. What made that fight so great was that you had two undefeated, you know, championship level guys. That's what made the fight so great, but we lost it. We lost it due to greed. We lost it due to marinating of the fights. I am not one for marinating fights, man. If the public wants a fight, make the fight happen. Boxing fans are starved of these fights. That's why it's so rare when we finally get a fight like an Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, for example. And even that fight was drawn out and dragged out to the point where now Errol Spence has a legitimate built-in excuse. You know, he had a career-changing, life-altering car accident before that fight. That really did happen, you know what I mean? And you could say, oh, he won fights after. Like, yeah, sure, but dude, you're never the same, bro. Like, you're telling me he lost a bunch of his teeth. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't got to get into the man's injuries or nothing like that, but, you know, it takes something out of you, man. It takes something out of you. The same way how getting knocked out in the ring takes something out of you, getting in a major car accident takes something out of you. And it just goes to my point that boxing promoters need to really put aside their greed for the money, their lust of this money, and just make the fights when they should be made, because we should have been seeing Anthony Joshua fight Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. But greed is going to, you know, be the downfall for everyone who takes part in it. So let me know what y'all think in the comments section below. What'd you think of Anthony Joshua's performance? I feel like there's not really much more to talk about in terms of his performance. I mean, it was a puzzling performance, you know. He came out as though he was fighting Francis Ngannou again. He came out like he didn't have to respect Dubois at all, and it was just like, dude, you're going to find out real fast. You know, and he did in this first round. This is a picture from the first round. He found out real fast that he should have respected Dubois a bit more. So that's pretty much my take on this. That's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, whether you agree, disagree. It truly does not matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.